welcome to the virtual groom room. My name is Jack, your host, and today I am bringing you another lathering video, shaving video. The reason I say lathering video is because half of my videos are lathering anyway, and some of you have pointed that out, but that ain't gonna change anytime soon. So what am I bringing you today? I'm gonna be showing you my review, or at least impressions, of the new shaving butter by Ariana and Evans. I showed you the first one. This is a new formula. Now what Peter's done with this, he's taken a lot of the vegan goodness in Kaizen 2 or K2 and added it to this formula. This is not unscented. This is scented with essential oils. The essential oils he's decided to use are Cedar essential oil, Mysore Sandalwood essential oil. There's Lavender essential oil as well. As an accord, it's basically a slightly sweet lavender with on like a base of really creamy, warm wood. This is a wonderful scent and probably one of the nicest essential oil scents I've experienced, to be honest. Scent strength isn't what you generally expect from Ariana and Evans, it being essential oils. You don't want to add too many essential oils to one thing. I'd say the scent strength is probably about 5. The ingredients, I always put them in the description below, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Stearic acid, aloe juice, potassium hydroxide, beer, shea butter, Kokum butter, cocoa butter, coconut milk, castor oil, avocado oil, apricot kernel seed oil, aloe gel, coconut oil, sunflower seed oil, sodium hydroxide, jojoba oil, colloidal oatmeal, hyaluronic acid, preservative, and fragrance. Now, what I would say is, as far as like super fatting out vegan soap, Peter's pretty much taken this to its maximum. You're not going to get much more of a super fatted soap than this. So that's what we're going to be shaving with today, and I'll tell you a bit more about the performance of the soap and stuff like that as we go. Our lather instrument today is going to be a synthetic brush. I've not showed you this, I don't think. This is the Simpson Trafalgar T2. There is a T3, which is something that I am interested in. This is 24mm knot. The thing I like about this is it's not too springy. The loft is set fairly low, so it's good for face lathering in my opinion. My razor is one of my favorites, one of my go-tos. This is the Karve Christopher Bradley in stainless steel. The blade inside this is a second use Astra Green, Astra SP, and this is on the SBC plate. So let me get a decent load of this shave butter and we'll get to lathering up. So I've had very good experience with this. To be honest, I've been pretty blown away by the overall performance of this. He sent it to me, so this was sent to me for free. However, I've reviewed a lot of his products and I can assure you that I always give an honest review of everything I ever receive for free. It's one of the conditions to send to me is that I'm going to give you kind of like an honest impression of the products. Get a good load on here. It's in this really nice frosted jar. It is plastic, it's not glass, but that doesn't take away from the overall presentation. It's a very clean presentation. It is a label and it's not printed, but it doesn't look incredibly printed. The label is very transparent. So what I'm going to do here is dunk the brush inside some water and we'll keep loading here. Probably overloading this, but that's fine. There's plenty. And I just want to show you guys how well this stuff lathers. This is pretty much a spoiler for the rest of the video. This is easily one of the best vegan bases I've used. Definitely on par with what I would describe as the elite vegan bases out at the moment. Just like the old one was, to be honest. The old one was just incredible. He's taken it as a notch higher with this, I can assure you. Get the face wet. Got about 24 hours growth. Going into the shave. Picked up the Karve just because it's familiar to me. And I've got a meeting in half an hour. I don't take half an hour to shave anyway. I don't have many videos that exceed 30 minutes. So there is that. Scent on this is just absolutely wonderful. If you're a fan of woody scents and not a fan of lavender, I'd still recommend it. I think the woods are probably stronger than the lavender. I'd say the lavender adds a really nice sweetness to the fragrance. Not like a herbaceous lavender, just a sweet, inviting lavender. Just lather up. So I can, the biggest thing about this, and the thing that really took me back, is the density. There's quite a lot, like I said, there's quite a lot of ingredients from Kaizen 2, which I actually haven't shown you yet. I will do that at some point. The density of this soap, for me, is something that really sets it apart from other vegan offerings. It has the density of like a high-end tallow formula. And I will show you that in a minute. And it lathers super easy, as you can see. I mean, man, look at that. You know me, guys, I just absolutely go for it. There's no, you know, there's no pointless painting or anything. I'm just trying to build the densest, thickest, slickest lather I can immediately. I like to put volume in my lather, but I've told you before, it really isn't that necessary. I just like the way it looks. It's fun to build. Yeah, the density of this is just phenomenal. Let me show you. Look at that. Look at how rich that is. And that's, guys, that's a vegan base. Like, I've used pretty much every vegan base there is out there, like what people would consider some of the best. This easily competes with them, I would say, based on my experience with this. Maybe about 6 or 7 shaves. The post is just far and away, pretty much everything else. The only slight on this for me is the hydration band compared to Kaizen is much lower. And when I first used it, it took me a while to get used to it's not Kaizen coming from Peter. But as far as like adding super fats to this, he's really maxed out the potential of this vegan soap. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than that. When trying to think up what I'm going to say for this video, I was trying to actually think of negatives for this, and aside from the water band thing, it's fantastic. And we're in a shaving space at the moment where there are so many people releasing just such incredible products that it's difficult to say anything is bad, because it's just not. Like, this is phenomenal. And but we're all lucky to be shaving like this right now, because we're surrounded by incredible artisans. I mean, that is as dense and as thick as pretty much any tallow soap on the market, apart from Kaizen. So, you know, he outdoes, for me, pretty much everyone with a vegan soap. Yeah, it's just phenomenal. So this can still take more water, believe it or not, and we're going to give it to it. So I've added tons of water to that brush. Let's see what happens here. Yep, just taking it like a champ. Yeah, that's very well hydrated there, so we're going to go with that. Wow. Every use of this, I've just been absolutely astounded by the performance. I want him to release this in unscented, because I'm going to buy it straight away for traveling. Let's get to shaving here. the density and the cushion on this lather is as good as any tallow soap you're ever going to use. And I'd also say that my wife has been using this exclusively for leg shaves and loving it. She lathers exactly the same way we do, with a brush. Where she typically uses some sort of body butter on her legs. With this, she just hasn't needed it because the post shave is so good. So it's incredibly slick. I don't know how he kind of got it slicker than the last butter, but he has, and I'm really not sure how. Again, I tried to think of negatives for this, but there really wasn't any. Man, it's just so ridiculous. Have I said how much I love this carved handle? It's the way, for me, it's the perfect balance of form and function. It's easy to grip, even with soapy hands. Like, I could shave with just that. There's such a dense, protective layer over my skin. Add a little bit more water to the face. Wow. Well, Peter, my friend, you've outdone yourself again. Insane. So we're going to paint even more water into this because I know it can take it. There we go. It's so slick. It's just like using, like for me, this really isn't too far off Kaizen 2. It's probably not as dense as Kaizen 2. But for me, nothing is as dense as K2. K2 is in a league of its own for me. Use a bit of the residual lather. I think we're good there, fellas and lady fellas. Let's get the lather here. Look at that. Wow. The scent is lovely as well. I want to reiterate that. It's not just about the soap base, the scent is really nice. He's not used any fragrance oils with this, so this is scented solely with essential oils, and it's done so well. kind of that classic Ariana and Evans mysterious seductiveness, and he's managed to do that through using different combinations of cedar and sandalwood. It's beautiful. For me, it's one of the nicest, I think, lavender-based scents I've smelt. And I say lavender-based because it contains lavender. I don't think the lavender's too strong in this. It's definitely present, but it doesn't dominate the scent by any means. Clean up the brush, let's rinse off the face. Dry this off. Wow, okay. Post shave. Wow. Every time I've used this, I've been really impressed by the immediate post shave. And it is just so good. There's like this just layer of protection on my face. Very hydrated, absolutely no tightness, no heat anywhere. It's just such a wonderful immediate post shave here. Yeah, honestly, on a couple of the occasions I've used this, I haven't used a post shave and I've not missed it. But I am going to use a post shave of this when I go out a bit later and I have quite a lot of cold air to my face, so we're going to put the protection back in it, and we're going to use the Hoshitsu Elixir, also part of the Skin Essentials line. One pump is enough for me. Apple stem cells, amazing protection. Yeah, wow, what a shave. Okay, let me show you what I used today. I'll give you a bit of a conclusion about the soap, and I'll let you guys go. So my soap today was the Ariana and Evans shaving butter, scented with essential oils of woods and lavender. Absolutely incredible scent. One of my favorite lavender-based scents, as I said. Not your typical like really strong, powerful scent by A&E, but it's definitely present. You definitely notice it throughout the shave. The formula though blew me away. As far as like a vegan formula goes, this vegan formula performs like the high-end tallow-based formulas. It's around your Sierras, it's around your Segos, it's around your Excelsiors. It's outstandingly good. Yeah, there's not much more I could say to that. He's done it again. He's managed to make an incredible shaving base, and I'm honored to be able to try these products. That's all I would say. Well done, Peter. I would prefer it to be in a glass tub, I would say, but I'm not going to split hairs there because not everyone wants glass tubs. I love glass tubs. They feel really premium. Razor today was my ever faithful Karve Christopher Bradley in stainless steel. That was using the C-plate and a second use Astra green. My brush was the Simpson Trafalgar T2 with a 24mm synthetic knot. And finally, my post-shave was the Skin Essentials Hoshitsu Elixir, one of the best post-shave products I have in the den. I use this when my skin is feeling a bit dry, kind of after a shave where it's either been a bit rough or I don't think the post has the nourishing ingredients that I want. That does a remarkable job at that too. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. If you've tried the shave butter or even the old formula of the shave butter, tell me what you think. Put it in the comments below. I'm going to have a giveaway coming up later this week with Hub City Soap Company, a good friend of mine, David Lopez Sapero. He is the owner of that company. They've just reached 1,000 followers on Instagram, so we're going to be doing a giveaway for that. Stay tuned to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. I very much appreciate it. Apart from that, my name is Jack, your host from the Virtual Green Room. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day, and goodbye for now.